do good.
Sometimes I get too comfortable. I mean, I do it sometimes, but not all the time.
But that's a barrier.
Okay.
Because what you're doing is you're not recognizing each other as you did in the beginning. Okay? Like, Bishop got dressed, I said, dang, you look good. I said, well, forget you're married now. You gotta make it playful. Don't be all serious. Okay? You say stuff like, well, you sure look fine. You know? I mean, you gotta keep it real and keep it going. Don't go through an everyday routine like he know how I feel. Okay? you cannot assume that men, ladies have feelings just like you. They don't express them like we do, but they have them. Okay? And so we always looking for the compliments. We don't want to reciprocate and give them the same thing. We want them to tell us that we're beautiful, we look nice, you smell good. How many of you ladies put on perfume today? Honestly. See, that's one of the things Bishop told you. When you go on a date, put on some perfume. Make the man want to smell you. Okay? Put on some perfume. Make it, go to the mall and ask the ladies behind the counter. So which one smells good? Now don't be buying. Okay, like my daughter went out and bought me some perfume called Delilah. I said, I ain't put that on. And she was like, what? I said, I ain't put that on. I said, I ain't no dirty Delilah. And she was like, well, Mama. I said, I'm not putting on that perfume. You have to look at everything you see in the store. Don't take anything for granted. Delilah is a spirit. Okay, and it ain't a good one. So, I'm like, no, I ain't putting on no Delilah. Mama, quit tripping. I said, I'm not tripping. I'm not putting on Delilah. Yes.
Make sure it's not too overpowered. Sometimes you might have allergy problems.
Right.
Just trigger that on boy.
Because men be putting on cologne sometimes too, and it be overpowering sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. You gotta get okay. Yeah. You gotta get that perfume that. If you pay $10 for some perfume at the flea market, well, you gonna have to put more on.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you're going to buy yourself some nice perfume, and them ladies behind that counter, they didn't know what smells really good. You could just go, and you set it. But to go out on a date and y'all smell nothing but your dress or whatever you got on, you don't have no kind of fragrance coming from you.
With your hairspray.
Maybe your deodorant, maybe. Or maybe you walk from the house to the car. By the time you have to the car, you smell like the sun. Come on, you gotta make him want you, like you, see you as his wife. Want to take you and say, girl, let's just go run off and get married. We ain't even got to tell nobody. So we have to look at those things. So now, I want to tell you, this is important, especially for the married couple. One of the biggest problems you have in your relationship that will create such a turmoil is money problems.
Amen.
Money problems will create arguments, have you fighting against each other, carrying on with each other. But why? Why? No man, I can tell you this from all experience, no man wants to be reminded that we got bills. Okay?
That's true, that's true.
He know you got bills. He living there with you. So every time you tell her, we over this. So called today. Okay. I think the lights are turned off. I mean, he don't want you to be mad about all the bad stuff going on financially. He already know. He there with you. So what we should be doing as a husband and wife, we should be saying, okay, baby, how can we tackle this together, right? Let's sit down and let's get all stuff, let's write everything down, and let's see what we need to do. And figure out how you can tackle each bill, each financial crisis, and you can handle it little by little, instead of going at each other, fussing at each other, and carrying on with each other. Okay? The next thing is, just because you work outside the home as a husband, doesn't mean that you up here and she down here. That doesn't mean that. And just because you're the breadwinner, doesn't mean that you're better. I would challenge a lot of men, stay home for a month. Take care of the kids, wash the clothes, cook the dinner, make sure the house clean. Don't let me come home and find nothing in the sink now, because you can't hard you come home and find something in the sink with me. So make sure ain't no dishes in the sink, the homework is done, kids have had their bath, this has been done, that's been done. So don't come home, don't let me come home and find that you missed one of those chores that you make so important for me. So you stay home for a month, and you take the challenge. You take the challenge to see that being at home is just not just being at home. Now some women take the advantage of it. They don't do nothing. And he come home, he goes, you ain't even leave, you ain't even got dinner cooked? Nah. Shoot, I was tired. You don't understand. Kids running all around. The teachers calling, the school work. Excuses. If you're going to stay home all day, do something. Get control. And when the husband come home, it's another barrier. I had a stressed out day, girl, don't bother me. Well, I don't want to talk about nothing. I had a stressed out day. The way you cross that, the bridge you take to get over that barrier is, okay, honey, oh, you had a stressful day? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had a stressful day. Ain't nothing wrong with accepting the fact that the man had a stressful day. I'm sorry you had a stressful day. What can I do to make it easier for you? You ain't cooked dinner, you already know that's the next day. You already know that's what's coming up next. Well, it would have been nice if you had dinner cooked. Don't get mad because he said it would have been nice if you had dinner cooked. You already know that was part of the parameters that he set when he let you stay home. Have dinner cooked. Now, if there's a day that you don't want to have dinner cooked, well, child, order out and put the thing in a plate, like on a pot, like you cooked it. Okay? Well, let the man walk up and don't have nothing to eat. And you start using all these excuses. Okay? And listen, relationships, especially when you're married, they bring challenges. You got your mindset, she got her mindset. Yeah. You saw your parents one way, she saw her parents one way. So you two are coming together with two sets of different parental and marital experiences. And now you got to find out how you two are going to work through it to get it right. So it wouldn't mess up your situation. And you shouldn't be telling me, my mama told me, I ain't got to do all that as a woman. That's his job. Don't be telling no man that. You're his wife. Your mama didn't do right with her husband, so don't you go do it wrong with yours. Do what you know you're supposed to do as a wife. Quit asking God to give you a husband when you don't want to do right as a wife. Do right. Do what's right. And husbands, quit thinking that because you've been gone all day, your responsibility ended when you walk in the door. You still have some household responsibility. If you see the kids are out of control, help the woman. Put your foot down and tell them, hey, when I come in here, you better do what your mama said. I better not find out you gave your mama a hard time. You're going to have to set the parameter in your home as far as discipline. And a lot of men don't like to take the discipline part because they say it makes them look bad. But you are the head. And you got to take control. And you got to let the kids know. You can't do it. You're going to have to listen to mama. You're going to do what mama says. You're not coming in. If I find out from your mama that she told you to do something and you didn't do it, it's on between me and you. They got to know that daddy going to put interfering. And mama, you can't go, don't hit him. Don't hit him.
Yep.
Oh, you want to complain, but then you don't want the man to take charge and do what he's supposed to do. Don't be talking about, he's just a child. He don't know any better. Yeah, he do. Yeah, they do. So you have to sit back and y'all have to talk about parenting together. It's not a one-sided thing. It's not. But you cannot interfere, ladies, with the discipline that your husband wants to give the children. You love them and he love them too. So you can't interfere. You can't be disrupting the flow of the home. If you disrupt that flow, you're gonna have a messed up, like a zoo in your house. I ain't gotta do it, mama said, cause daddy said so. I ain't gotta do what daddy said, cause mama said when daddy wasn't here, I ain't got to listen to him. My mama said she in charge. My mama said, or daddy said, you just created a situation for you and your family. And now you gotta try to figure out how you can gain control over the kid, because the kids gonna say, well, mama, you said, you